It's a big, bold 7 or 8 seat crossover on this edition of Test Drive, the Hyundai Palisade. The Hyundai Palisade is a 3-row crossover that replaces the aging Santa Fe XL in the lineup. It has a bolder exterior style with some seriously low-slung LED headlights. The placement is going to make them costly to replace should the worst happen. They line up with the back bumper of a passenger car. The upside is the LEDs provide great illumination. Now, the models range from basic transportation to the ultimate tested here. It has just about every gadget known to man shoehorned into it, including 16 cup holders. Now, the cabin of this Palisade is sumptuous, especially if you go with the ultimate model. Very comfortable leather seating, and I love this one single simple console. It houses a 10.25-inch screen for the infotainment, navigation and Apple CarPlay, and you've got a reconfigurable dashboard. It also has one piece of technology that is very cool, but it's also very distracting at the same time. When you use the left or right turn signal, it puts a picture of what's to the left or right of the car. The instant it comes on, your eyes are drawn there and taken away from the road. I'm not a fan. The Palisade arrives with a 3.8-litre V6 engine that twists out 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It is not the most melodious engine when worked, but it gets the job done. It runs the Palisade to 100k in 7.8 seconds, which is just fine. It works with an 8-speed automatic transmission to drive all 4 wheels. When it comes to the swanky Ultimate, a more potent engine would serve to put even more separation between it and the lesser models. Sadly, that's not likely to happen anytime soon. Now, if you go with the 8-seater, you actually get a 3-seat bench in the middle. The smart money, however, is going to go with the bucket seats in the 7-seat version. These things, you get much more space and they're much more comfortable. And if you go with the Limited, these things are actually heated and cooled. Move to the 3rd row. It's advertised as a 3-seater. It is not. It is only for 2 people. However, those people can be adults because it surprisingly accommodates a 6-footer rather well. Need to get out? No problem. Hyundai's H-Track all-wheel drive system looks complex at first blush with all the setting options, but it works very well. The amount of power flowing rearward varies according to the drive mode selected. For the most part, it drives the front wheels to improve fuel efficiency, but sends power rearward as the conditions dictate. Sport mode does send more of the drive rearward for more of the time, which imparts a sportier driving feel. The all-wheel drive system choices are then layered with different terrain settings. With the exception of snow, they key on off-road modes, which is curious. This is not an off-road rig. This Palisade has got an absolute ton of space. 500 litres with the seats up. You push 2 buttons and they power the 3rd row down into the floor. Now, while that's happening, that opens up about 1,300 litres of cargo space. Once that's done, 1 more button. Now you've opened up 2,500 litres, so you've got lots. The other thing I like is somewhere for the privacy cover, so it's not in the garage collecting dust. Riding on a stiff platform, the Palisade's front struts and load-levelling rear suspension does a good job of walking a fine line. It is comfortable when trolling about town, yet it prevents the body from rolling into oblivion when pushed through a corner. Likewise, the steering is light and direct. For those who want more weight in the wheel, select Sport mode. In the end, nobody's going to mistake the Palisade for a sports car, but as multi-row crossovers go, it's one of the better. Regardless of whether you're in the market for a basic 3-row ride or something with some serious luxury like this Ultimate, the Palisade should be on your shopping list, and simply because it does everything very well.